Ladies and gentlemen, you voted. You voted. You voted in the community tab for me to do a video today. And here I am to do the said video. You're welcome. You won. You won. But it's probably not the video you were expecting. There's two things real quick. So one, before we get into parents basically giving their children measles. One, there's a comedian, David Lucas. I want to do a video talking about him, but I have a feeling that he's gonna like copyright claim the video because like this is kind of like his moment, his claim to fame. Um, and he's like enjoying all the attention of it, and I just feel like he's gonna copyright claim. You know what I'm saying? Like other people's videos. That's the energy he's giving off. So I'm gonna do a video, but I just gotta like make sure I structure it without clips correctly. And then two, the other video you guys are gonna get today is basically Plies talking about the election and all that, and why people don't want to vote for Joe Biden. But anyway, today's video. Oh, let me maximize the screen. Let me maximize the screen. So listen, measles now spreading in 9 states amid staggering outbreak. CDC warns. Listen, you morons. You morons. You're killing your kids. You're killing your kids. Like living in a post-COVID pandemic world has made us all a little more aware of viruses and other ailments that begin to infect an increasing number of people. Blah 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 blah. So look, one of the latest emergent issues is measles, all right, which is now spreading in 9 states amid what the CDC, so Centers of Disease Control, for you guys that don't know, and prevention, calls a staggering outbreak. Uh, so look, here's the kicker, okay? Here's the kicker. People, for some reason, instead of listening to medical professionals, we have reverted back in time to just listening to Joe Small on the street. Okay. Joe Small on the street didn't pass biology. Joe Small on the street couldn't pass chemistry. Joe Small on the street can't even do his taxes by himself. Why are you listening to him on what a vaccine does or doesn't do? Why are you guys listening to morons on the topic? Like, you guys just can't trust any authority figures on the matter at all? At all? Like the vaccines worked. Okay, they worked. People want to throw out their different like claims and all that, but but it worked. It actually worked. Chickenpox nearly gone. Measles, thing of the past. There's a couple other diseases. Um what is that? What do we cure? What do we cure? We cure some shit, like something that was like really catching bodies out here. But anyway, uh, in recent decade, measles has become something of a distant memory for most people after it was officially declared eliminated in the United States at the turn of the millennia. However, the virus can still bubble back up when international travelers get infected and return stateside with the virus in their system. Health officials become concerned about a uh, whatever that word is, domestic outbreak. In an emergency alert issued on January 25th, the CDC warned that it had been informed of at least 23 cases of confirmed measles uh, December 1st, including 2 outbreaks with more than 5 related infections each. Unfortunately, the rising cases aren't limited to the U.S. The World Health Organization, who released December 2023, has seen an alarming jump in measles uh, uh, cases in Europe, rising from the 1,000 number to more than 30,000 in 2023. Oh my God. The number of countries with significant outbreaks also jumped from 32 to 51. Jeez. Um, da, 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 da. CDC said that most reported cases of the latest outbreak were among children and adolescents who had not received the measles containing vaccine MMR or MMRV, even if age eligible. The agency found that existing shots for the highly contagious virus are 97% effective at preventing disease when both doses are administered. That means you're not going to get measles. Uh, 61 million measles vaccines doses were missed in 2021. Wow. Wow. And the rate of children receiving less than one dose of the vaccine before turning one sank to its lowest level since 2008. Okay, so look, this is the bigger issue. This is the bigger problem here. You have idiots, okay, online thinking they know more than their doctors and their physicians and all of that. Only when they say something you don't agree with, okay? Ever since the COVID vaccine fiasco, which again, I kind of wanted them to not use the word vaccine there, because if they didn't use the word vaccine, if they didn't use the word vaccine, we wouldn't be seeing all these other problems with vaccine. They should have just called it something else from the jump. From jump, they should have called it something else. That's what I wholeheartedly believe. They should have called it something else. Because once they did that, they gave people a leg to stand on. They gave people a ground to stand on. And that's not good. That's not good. Let's see what else. What else we got? And the rate of Jesus Christ, this is hot. Man. Okay. Man, I turned my heater on. Um, the rate of children receiving less than one da 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 da. As a result, health officials have theorized the lack of vaccination is likely the root cause of the latest surges. The increase in measles outbreaks and deaths is staggering, but unfortunately, not unexpected given the decline in vaccination rates we've just seen over the last few years. Yeah, nobody wants to get vaccinated. Nobody wants to go get their shots. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go get all my shots that are necessary. Reported each in California, Georgia, Maryland, Missouri, New Jersey, and Ohio. Washington State has seen 3 cases so far. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania has recorded 9 confirmed cases, and Philadelphia 8. Delaware has seen as many as 20 to 30 cases in Newcastle County. Oh my God. While the numbers in the U.S. remain low overall, the CDC urges doctors to be on the lookout for any signs of measles. Symptoms typically show up 7 to 14 days after someone becomes infected, typically beginning with high fever, cough, runny nose, and watery eyes. Some patients develop Gillip spots, which are tiny white dots in the mouth, 2 to 3 days after signs of illness first arrive. The notorious RAS most people with measles can start to develop 3 to 5 days after the symptoms start. Ugh. Um, the CDC urged anyone who thinks they're da 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 da. Anyway, so look here's the short version of the story. Okay, here's the short version. Here is the short version of the story. Short version. Get your children vaccinated. You don't know better than the doctors. Okay, you don't know better than them. You don't. You don't. Okay, if you did, you'd be a doctor making big money, but you don't. Okay, you don't. All right. And the fact that most Americans are reading, adults are reading below a 6th grade level is is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. How do y'all not know how to read? Like, what happened in the education system? Why did y'all just stop trying? Why did y'all stop trying? Why did you stop trying? Um, and I kind of blame like people just being online too much, man, and people finding communities of stupid people to like surround themselves with to think that they're right. Like, no, it's just a group of stupid people now. It's not that y'all are right. Y'all aren't any smarter than the vast majority of people. Y'all are dumb too. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. But yeah, I do want to say this. Go get your children vaccinated, all right? Get your children vaccinated. Um, there'll be a Plies video out at on YouTube. For people that are watching other places on YouTube, there'll be a Plies video out. I want to say give me like 6 p.m. I'm gonna do it after this, and then I'll put it out at around 6 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time, by the way. And that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it, man. Y'all need to do better. Y'all need to do better. I'm up out of here.